Home ownership continues to be the American dream, and for most of us, it's the biggest investment we'll ever make. Hi, I'm Edie, and along with Sam and Sharon, we are Team Delay with the Hassan Company Realtors.
To protect and maximize your investment and get the most out of your home, it's going to require routine maintenance and an occasional update.
We've seen a lot over the years, and so for the next 30 minutes, we're going to be talking to the experts in flooring, heating, cooling, plumbing, and much more.
So stick around. We think you'll learn a lot and get some great ideas for your home.
Hot tubs are a welcome addition to any home in Central Oregon. Today we are at Oregon Hot Tub with Isaac Arroyo, and he's going to be answering some questions for us. Thanks for joining us.
I'm happy to be here.
Great. Can you tell me a little bit about how much does it cost to run? They run all the time, correct?
Well, the Hot Spring brand actually has certain technologies in place, Sharon, that drive the energy cost down quite a bit. In fact, it's about 30 to 40%. So what that really transfers over to, you as the end user it's more money in your pocket.
How hard are hot tubs to maintain?
Again, I can only speak for us, but fairly easy. And there are standard things you have to do with your spa, clean your filters, that type of thing. I mean, to be honest, we've now actually begun to employ a saltwater system, which it's actually wonderful. I don't know if you've ever been to a resort with one. So we've done the same thing, only in your hot tub. And this saltwater system has that wonderful benefit of being soft water, and it's just it's a great experience, but it cuts down your maintenance because the system itself produces your sanitizer. Oh, cool. And all you do to make it work is press a button.
Oh,
it's as easy as that.
I know in the past that, when I've heard hot spas or hot tub, if it's been outside a bedroom window or a patio or out in an outdoor living space, you can hear those engines and you can hear things moving and running all the time. Yep. Has that improved over the years? Hot
Spring has made a name for themselves. They've become famous for not only their energy efficiency and now the new saltwater system, but the silent circulation. And that's exclusive to us. Okay. And what that means to you is basically you can put the spa anywhere you like, and you'll never ever have to hear it turn on to circulate any of the water or do anything. If you look at the spa right now, it's actually running as we speak.
This is on right
now? Yes, it's circulating, it's filtering, and it's heating, and it doesn't use very much. Exactly.
That's perfect. Wow, it sounds like they've come a long way. Are there any other new technologies or anything that you feel like our viewers should know about?
Absolutely. Swim spas. I mean, with just two words, swim spas are really the rave right now. They are just phenomenal pieces of equipment. And you can have them on year-round, just like your hot tub. And it's a total fitness aquatic center is really what it is.
Oh, wow.
So, no more excuses.
I can't
get to the gym. Yep, no more. Yeah, it's in your backyard, and you can get in shape anytime you like.
So there you have it. We've just learned a lot about maintenance and expenditures and new technologies in the hot tub market. If you're considering purchasing a new hot tub, I highly recommend you come down to Oregon Hot Tub Showroom or visit their website.
Hey, so we're here with Jake with Northwest Quality Roofing. How you doing, Jake?
I'm good, Sam. How you doing?
Good. So we're out here on site, and most people, they don't really think about their roofs a whole lot until there's actually a problem. So what types of things should you be looking for that might be a problem on your roof?
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking up at your roof and you see a lot of granule loss, or you see it looks like fiberglass up there, and when I'm mostly talking about asphalt shingle roofs, or you see in the gutters you have a lot of the granules built up in the gutters, it's a good time to get it inspected.
Okay. And what type of maintenance items can we be doing to make the life of our roofs last longer?
Number one thing, probably just keep the roof clear of debris. You see a lot of pine needles, a lot of leaves and stuff like that up there. Keep that stuff clear. We want to keep that water flowing off the roof. Ice dams occur, get built up. It's going to make it worse if you have pine needles or leaves and stuff like that building up. You want to make sure that all your flashings are in good working order. Over time, flashings seem to be the things that may degrade a little bit faster than the rest of the roof. When I say flashings, I mean flashings at walls, flashing around pipes, around chimneys, stuff like that. Those are the maintenance items that we really look hard onto when we get up there on the roof for sure.
So most roofs, they might have a 20 or 30-year life on them, but how do you know really when is it time to actually replace your roof?
Well, you want to catch it before it leaks. A lot of people will say, well, my roof's leaking, so it's time to replace. In a perfect world, you want to catch it before it leaks and does damage into the home. If it's a newer home, you're probably good 10, 15 years before you really should be thinking about having somebody take a look at it. If your home is anything over 15 years old, or if the roof's over 15 years old, then you're probably going to want to get that inspected every 3 to 5 years or something like that. If you've had issues with your roof and you know there's problems up there, and most roofers are going to tell you to do it every 2-3 years, somewhere around there.
Okay. So we've talked about replacement, but are repairs actually an option?
Definitely. A lot of times they are. If you're having specific problems with, let's say, a skylight, a chimney, it could be just pipe flashings on the roof that are beyond, the point of serviceability. A lot of times we'll get up there and do, full skylight replacements or a complete reflash. And sometimes there's just blow-offs. You might get a big windstorm come through and a section of the roof might blow off. We can get up there and definitely replace or repair that area.
So we're starting to see a lot of these flat roofs pop up around the area, but is that actually something that makes sense in our climate?
Yeah, definitely. Most people will think that, you think you're crazy putting a flat roof out here in Central Oregon with the snow builds up, but it's definitely a viable option. As long as the roof is done correct and the correct materials are used, it's definitely a great option.
Jake, a lot of great information. Thanks for sharing. Let's go check out the job site.
All right, sounds good.
At Northwest Quality Roofing, there are certain things we never say. Things such as, it's close enough, it's not my job, and no one will ever know. We understand that integrity is doing what's right, even when no one is looking. That's why we don't just hire incredible craftsmen. We hire outstanding people. Northwest Quality Roofing. Quality is in the name.
It was a lot lighter in Bend when my grandpa Vern Johnson opened his home products business. A few things have changed here in the last 60 plus years, but Johnson Brothers still offers the same integrity and care for our community that Grandpa and Dad fostered. Today, my brother and I want to continue the tradition of excellent service for the community that nurtured us. Come experience the genuine friendliness and exceptional product knowledge you'll find at Johnson Brothers. We're building on the past and looking to the future.
Hey, Sam here. I'm with David and Brian Johnson at Johnson Brothers Appliances in their newly expanded showroom. Guys, this place looks great.
Thank you. You want to go take a look?
Let's do it. Okay, so stainless looks great. It continues to be a really popular choice, but we all know it's really tough to clean. So what suggestions do you guys have?
Sure, yeah. Well, most of us have had the experience of trying to clean stainless steel, and I would say if you have 4 kids like I do, you might want to consider another option. But seriously, there's a lot of options that are out there, and I can walk you through a few of them here if we just step back. One thing you can't eliminate is the old school white, which is hard to beat. If you have a kitchen sponge or a rag or towel, you can just wipe it down, you're good to go. Another option you can step up into here is this beautiful finish that KitchenAid came out with. It's called black stainless steel. You can get it in Whirlpool now as well. It's real stainless steel that's infused with this color, and it's also just much easier to clean. The fingerprints don't show up on it as well. There's this new finish here, Sunset Bronze, which Whirlpool really just produced and came out with. This is the first one on our showroom floor. It's got a nice warm appearance to it. It's subtle. It's still real stainless steel. You can see the grain in it, and yet it's infused with that warm tone. Looks classy, also very easy to clean compared to conventional stainless. And so those are some options for those who are looking.
So we've all experienced frustration with our dishwashers, but what might be the top concern or issue you guys might hear about?
Easily the most common challenge that we hear from people with dishwashers is you open the door at the end of the cycle and the dishes aren't clean. That's frustrating. We've all experienced that. There are 3 basic things that you can do with your existing dishwasher that will really help alleviate a lot of that. There are 3 things that affect cleanability inside that you have direct control over. It's how much soap you use, whether or not you're using a rinse aid, and then how you load the dishes. Soap, because we have soft water here in Central Oregon, we need less soap in the dishwasher. 1 teaspoon is the amount that we recommend for that. In the modern dishwashers that use condensation dry, having a rinse aid helps that water sheet off, and the drying process happens much better. You don't get food particles left on there. And finally, when you load the dishes, you want to make sure that because the spray arms spray up from the bottom, on both the spray arm on the top and there, any soiled surface needs to be facing those spray arms. So soap, rinse aid, no contact, that's going to significantly help.
So guys, what kind of cooking options do we have here?
Sure. Well, we can just walk you through a quick thing. Of course, there's the conventional electric with your coil top like this. You can step into gas, which is great. Something that's newer to the U.S. market is induction cooking. But induction has a lot of versatility. It has the speed of adjustability of gas. You can immediately turn it up or down like you can with the flame of gas, but it's much more efficient. It also is the fastest to boil a pot of water. So there's incredible versatility with induction cooking. If you have an electrical outlet that would accommodate that in your house, this is an option that you might consider.
So in an age of smart watches, phones, and tablets, it makes sense that the next thing that would be smart would be potentially your home. So today to talk about that, we're here with Brett Guyett of Central Oregon Audio and Video. How you doing, Brett?
Very good, sir. How about yourself?
Good to see you. So the first question. Is home automation possible basically on any home?
Yes. Fortunately, with how automation works, as with networking, so in layman's terms, if you have Wi-Fi within your home, you'll be able to install this product and use it.
So if a homeowner is interested in home automation, what's their first step?
I would definitely recommend a consultation with one of our automation specialists. They'll be able to talk you through any ideas that you have that you want to automate within your home. and also give you ideas that we've worked with that we know are pretty cool features and that put the wow factor on the product.
So what kind of home automation do you specialize in?
We specialize in a product itself, which is Control4. With Control4, what's so cool about it is its abilities. There's not a lot of limitations to it. So you can automate basically anything from when your lighting turns on in the morning, say when you open your front door or your master bedroom door. And it also can automate when your front door locks when you're going to bed, depending on what time of night that is. So the features that it contains is actually pretty cool.
Can it actually brew your coffee too?
It can,
Oh,
depending on what you have. Yeah, I mean, there's these things called powered outlets where it can turn on and off when the power is actually at your outlet. So you could have your timer on your coffee, and then the outlet would turn on in the morning, telling your coffee to start making.
So tell us a little bit, how does a Control4 system differ from something you might find in a big box store?
Well, typically in big box stores, they sell things that are one aspect of a smart home. You'll find light bulbs that you can control via your phone, or a third-party device that you can vocally change the music with or set an alarm for. With Control4, there's not a lot of things that it can't be integrated with. You can basically do anything when you're talking about automation, from blinds to unlocking and locking your front door, all your lighting in your house. Yeah, no, like I said, the possibilities are almost endless. So that's what makes it so cool.
So Brett, what's a typical investment look like on a home automation system like the Control4?
Well, it's hard to put a figure on it. All of our packages range just depending on what size of house you're trying to completely automate, or if you're just trying to start out small. Let's say you're trying to do one room or a full house. It could range, but we do offer a very affordable a la carte system that we can install in your home that'll get you ready to start building your own system for your home.
All right, great, Brett. Some awesome information. We appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem, sir. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
When living in Central Oregon, it's important to consider heating and cooling options. At High Desert Mechanical, we know it's important to have the right system in place. That's why Rick is a Fujitsu Elite contractor. Ductless systems can easily be installed into any home or business. Ductless systems are also efficient and have been shown to lower costs by up to 50%. These ductless systems come with a great 12-year warranty and rebate options. Any house can be upgraded to a ductless system with a variety of style options. Give Rick a call and start saving today.
There's no job that Adam Bright Tree Service can't cut. Whether it's a large hazardous tree in tight quarters or structural pruning of your delicate ornamentals, you'll receive the most professional service and staff on the planet.
We can help with fire protection, storm damage, or even stump removal.
I'm Adam Bright, and nobody beats me. Adam can cut it. Adam Bright Tree Service, family owned and operated for over 15 years. There's no job that Adam Bright Tree Service can't cut. Whether it's a large hazardous tree in tight quarters or structural pruning of your delicate ornamentals, you'll receive the most professional service and staff on the planet.
We can help with fire protection, storm damage, or even stump removal.
I'm Adam Bright, and nobody beats me. Adam can cut it. Adam Bright Tree Service, family owned and operated for over 15 years.
So when we talk about updating and keeping up your home, we're not only just talking about the insides, we're talking about the outsides as well. Today we're here with Adam Bright from Adam Bright Tree Service, and Adam's going to give us some insights and some tips about what it takes to maintain your yard. Thanks for joining us, Adam. We appreciate you coming and making the time.
My pleasure.
Great. Hey, can you tell us, what are some of the most common mistakes that do-it-yourself homeowners make when they start to work on their trees in their yard or anything like that?
I think a common mistake is to trim your trees a little too early because they want to enjoy their trees through the summer and they start to leaf out, but they haven't fully leafed out yet.
Oh.
And to trim them too early is and can be detrimental to the tree because those leaves are like food factories for the tree. So they have energy stored up in those leaves, and it's best to wait until they fully leaf out. To trim them too early can be detrimental to the tree, and it could kill the tree.
Interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that. I probably am a culprit of trimming too early, but that's good to know. in terms of regular maintenance, what does that look like, and what is required for regular, what are the benefits and advantages of regular maintenance for your trees?
Well, regular maintenance is environment specific. You know, it kind of depends on where you are and what kind of tree it is. If you wait too long, each tree grows every growing season, shoots out new growth, and with that growth adds weight to the lateral limbs and adds snow to that during the winter, wind, winter storms. That's when you end up with failures and big chunks of trees tearing out. You know, in Central Oregon, the climate can be hostile.
Yes.
So each tree grows at, you know, different rates. So staying on top of that can reduce cost.
So when we talk about regular maintenance, what kind of time frame can you give viewers an idea of what regular maintenance looks like?
Yeah, you know, it's tree specific and according to your environment and how well the trees are doing, but I prefer to trim deciduous trees every 3 years.
Okay.
For one thing, it can save you money in the long run. If you wait too long, there's a lot of growth that needs to get worked through, and that can cost a lot more than regular maintenance. So every 3 years is about the rule of thumb, but again, it's depending on the tree and the environment.
Well, we've definitely learned a lot in this segment about upkeep of trees in our outdoor property. I would strongly recommend, if you are considering or in need of outdoor work on your trees, then give Adam a call, or you can get more information on his website at adambrighttreeservice.com. Windows aren't just a gateway to the outdoors. They're also a huge investment and an important feature to a home. So that's why we're here today with Bobby Campbell from Bend Glass and Mirror, and we're going to get some input and insight as to what's going on with windows and glass out there in your home. Thanks for joining us today. Appreciate you taking the time.
you.
Can you just give us a little bit of input and just a little bit of oversight as to what Bend Glass and Mirror does?
We do pretty much anything to do with glass. Primarily we do shower doors, mirrors, things to do with the bathroom, glass countertops. We do rail systems, glass rail systems. We do window replacement, just the glass in your existing frame.
Okay. You mentioned low energy efficient windows. Can you tell us advantages to that?
Well, a lot of homes out in Central Oregon right now, a lot of them have the old aluminum style windows with clear glass. So a fairly inexpensive way to get about 20% savings in your energy is to replace the existing glass with a low E product. And we take your existing frame and leave it there, and we put the new glass in, and that cuts out all the heat during the summer and keeps all the heat in during the winter.
So you can do that without replacing the actual window frame?
We can. A lot of people think that you have to replace the whole frame and it's going to be really super expensive, but no, we can typically just retrofit that new glass right into your existing frame.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So you mentioned, you started by saying that you do mostly mirrors and shower doors and bathrooms and stuff like that. Can you tell us kind of some new things that you guys have been doing out there?
So we try to stay on trend, keep up with what's going on, and upgrading your bathroom. We're seeing a lot of people doing that because they're obviously selling their home. They kind of want to update and upgrade their bathroom to make it sell better.
Like a little facelift?
A little facelift. So an easy thing to do is you can replace your bathroom mirror with a bigger one. Makes the room look a lot larger. You can also replace your shower door or add a shower door.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What are some of the advantages of just, you know, I know you spoke to like resale value of upgrading bathrooms. Any other advantages that consumers would want to know about keeping that stuff updated and things that can be done?
Well, if replacing your mirror, for instance, if you go with a little bit bigger mirror, it can make the room appear a little bit larger. Putting in a new shower door prevents, you know, leaking water, water damage. You can also put in certain types of glass that you can't see through, so you can't see all of the stuff that people keep inside their shower.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, and also the water spots are kind of hidden, so to speak.
Bobby, thank you so much. Appreciate all the information. Always a help. If you're considering updating a bathroom or replacing windows possibly, I would suggest you get in touch with Bobby at Bend Glass and Mirror. In fact, when you walk in the showroom, this is the gentleman you're gonna see. If you can't make it down there, you can always visit their website at bendglassandmirror.com or on Facebook.
Nothing beats beautiful wood floors for a high-end quality look in your home. I'm here today with Michael Summers at Summers Flooring and Design. Hi, Michael.
How are you doing
I'm
today?
doing great.
Nice
How are
to
you?
See you, Edie. I'm doing awesome.
Thanks. Now, wood flooring has always been a popular choice in Central Oregon, but I'm just amazed. Look at all the options you have here. What can you tell us about all of this?
Yeah, in our 65-year family business, we've seen the spectrum of just about everything, and it went from about 4 options to thousands. Our real thing is taking our years of expertise and helping you funnel that down very quickly and really find the right choice for you, the right price point. We try to have multiple looks and styles in usually at least 3 to 4 different price points. That way it can still fit a budget and still fit a look as well. And we explain the differences and why this is more expensive, different things like that.
Let's say I already have wood floors in my home. What tips can you give me to help me keep them looking awesome for years to come?
So the first tip is do not use most of the cleaners that are on the market. But anything that has polish or something in it, stay away. They will leave a film or a residue and we'll have to totally refinish your floors to get them off. That's the biggest thing, is just be informed on what your floor finish is and what the proper cleaner is to use, and we can help you with that. The second thing is do your maintenance stuff. A top coat is like an oil change for your car. So if you do that as needed, and we'll tell you what that means, then you don't end up needing to do the refinish for far longer than it. People usually skip that step, and that's what makes it to where you need to refinish your floor. So if you just freshen up that finish, but if you take care of your floors, then that is something that you don't have to go through the bigger expense and the bigger time. A top coat takes 1 day. A refinish can take up to a week. So,
as we all know, the do-it-yourself is all the rage right now. There's loads of TV shows about doing it yourself, and the TV shows always tend to make it look, the end product looks a little bit better than what usually happens in real life.
And it happens over the course of a commercial break.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So
not super accurate.
How do you speak to that do-it-yourself rage?
Well, I consider myself a DIY guy, and I like the pride and accomplishment that you get at the end. And so we have developed a video that is actually done by us, not because there's a million YouTube videos, and some of them are horrible. And some of them are okay, and so we just said, hey, let's create one. This is how we do it. So what we've done is set them up for total success, so they can do a DIY project that no one would ever know. And when they can say, who did these? They can say, I did it. People will be blown away by it. That's awesome.
Michael, you've been so generous offering to help and have people reach out and contact you for help. So what's the best way to reach you?
Best way is through our website, is summerswoodfloors.com. We have an awesome website, or our Facebook page. You can also call into the showroom or just stop in. We love hanging out with people. Any of those options are a great way to get a hold of us.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, Michael.
Thanks for watching. We trust you've gained some valuable information. If you'd like to learn more or to watch these video segments again, please visit ktvz.com/homeworks.